What is going on, everyone? It's Joe Yoon, aka Joe Therapy, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the massage gun and how to properly use the massage gun. Common question that I get, and it's not as hard as you think. So let's run through that right now. A lot of people know me through social media. Well, this is social media, it's YouTube. But I've done a lot of YouTube reviews on massage guns. On Instagram, I've done a ton of giveaways on massage guns, so obviously I'm a big fan of massage guns, and I think they're just a good product overall. If you just have some discomfort, it can give you relief, or if you're super active, kind of gives you some relief in between training workouts and sessions so you can continue to work out. So a very popular product. So I'm going to go over some of the basics and some of the tips and tricks that I like to use when I'm using a massage gun. So let's get it started with the attachments. All right, so the attachments. So attachments, find an attachment that feels comfortable for you. For me personally, I usually keep the round attachment or the flat attachment on my massage gun like 95% of the time. There's also attachments that are more pointed like this. I like it, for certain body parts, maybe like the bottom of the foot, or things that just need a little bit more direct pressure. But to be honest, I'm usually sticking with one of these, or a round one or the flat one, most of the time. Next tip is just finding a good speed on these massage guns. These most likely have different settings where it's slower or faster. A lot of the older units used to just have one speed, but as things have evolved, these are usually variable speeds. So find a speed that works for you. Something that works for you might not work for someone else, and vice versa. So I like to start off with the slowest setting. So let's get it started with setting number 1. I'll just use my thigh, for example. So pretty slow, and kind of go over it, and I'm like, you know what, this feels pretty good, but I think I can take a little bit more pressure. I think I need a little bit more vibration. So, maybe go to 2 or 3, depending on what massage gun you have, and you might be like, ooh, okay, this is much better. But when I've worked on clients on the table before, I've had people almost like jump off the table on one setting, and some people can't even feel it on the highest setting. So again, find what works best for you, find what's comfortable for you. That's the most important thing. What is the most comfortable for you, and what makes you feel the best? So find a good speed for your body. Now let's go over how to actually use the massage gun on a specific muscle. You can use this on any muscle, but I'm going to use the quad for the example. So let's stand up, and let's say you hit a heavy leg day, or you just went out for a long run and your legs need a little bit of love. This is how I like to attack it. I always start on the lowest setting because some days it's super sore, sometimes my leg is a little bit more sensitive to vibration or touch. So I'll start off with the lowest setting. A little bit of a sweep going up and down the muscle, covering the muscles too. And I know this feels good for me right now, so let's bump it up a little bit. So I'll bump it up, kind of warming up the area. And then I'll start pressing into the muscle a little bit, finding spots that might feel like they're just a little bit on the tighter side and can use a little extra attention. So I'll press in, this is a good spot right here. I'll come off, I'll sweep it up. Again, there's no real right or wrong way to use this. It's kind of like what feels good for you and working your way through it. Okay, good. You can also use some press and stretch and get some movement in the muscle. So I'm pressing in, just moving the leg as I'm massage gunning the quad. You can also sit down. This is a nice relaxed position where the quad is not tense. Go up and down here. Really good, easy way to get into the muscle. But then you can also put it on stretch too, and then lean back, and now the quads are in stretch. See if you can get them to relax a little bit more in this stretch position. So again, you can play around with it, freestyle it. I freestyle all the time with the massage gun, and it feels pretty good. So I also don't like to spend too much time on it. I'll do like 30 seconds in a specific area and switch spots depending on the day. So now let's go over some of the things that I kind of avoid when I'm using a massage gun. So one of the things I like to avoid when using a massage gun, and it's usually commonly seen when you have a significant other using it for you, or a friend and you're working on a specific body part, is avoiding the bone So usually whenever you have someone working on you, you might start feeling it rattle a little bit and you go over the bone. And it's not the most comfortable thing to have something vibrating over the bone. So try to stay on the soft tissue when you're using this or having someone help you out and using it for you. I'm just going to use the lower leg here. So I'm going to work on these muscles over on the side of the leg. And then I'll use the shin bone as what not to do. So let's get this on the lowest setting. Just working through tibialis anterior, peroneals over on this side, the muscles of the lower leg, some of the muscles of the lower leg. But let's say you have a friend, or maybe pretend this is your back, and then you go over the bone and it starts to rattle. And that's when you know you're on the bone and it's probably not going to feel the most comfortable. So just make sure if you have a friend or a significant other using this for you, again, like most likely the back, and it starts to rattle like that, that they should probably come off of it, that area, that structure, and start working on the muscles again. But as long as you're not pressing too hard, if you'd rattle over a bone, it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. So that's one of the things I like to avoid, is just make sure that you're on the soft tissue and not on the bone. All right, and that was some of the tips and tricks that I have on how to properly use a massage gun. There's some other things too, but those are kind of the basics. Find a comfortable attachment, find a comfortable speed. When you're using it on the muscle, make sure you cover the whole muscle. You can press in a little bit. You can also freestyle the movement. You don't have to go through a specific protocol. You can kind of just point and shoot, find what feels good for you. You can put it on stretch. You can move the leg. Again, play around with it. Not too long, maybe 30 seconds to a minute in each body part that's bothering you. And then also just avoid the bone. Try not to go on the bone as much. Stay on the soft tissue. And that is it, everyone. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And then also comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in future videos.